love you. I hope you're doing so good. I certainly am. Sorry, yesterday I was super busy. I just couldn't make it. You couldn't do it. I've learned, if anything, doing a half-assed Virgo reading never serves. You guys deserve so much more than that. So I've got a bit more time today. And I thought, let's do this reading for Virgo. Remember, if you wish to receive the benefits of the reading, you have to have hit the like button and the subscribe button because karma is so real. I'm not out here talking for the fun of it. A lot of this information is channeled from a place that a lot of people wouldn't even dream to be able to achieve. So if you can honor that, I certainly honor you, and I'm here to give you the best reading of your life. But please make sure that this is a even give and take relationship. All right, Virgo. The only thing we really need to focus on is this full moon in the, I'm not going to take these. I'm not going to take this. It's too premature. The only thing we really need to focus on, let's be honest. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. The only thing we really need to think about right now is this Sagittarius full moon. Now, why is this so important for you, Virgo? Thank you guys so much for the love. I love you guys so much. The only thing that we really need to talk about here, and let me explain with these cards that have just come out. Six of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and the Four of Wands. Okay, Virgo, I just want you to be really prepared for this full moon. Now, I'm saying that this is a really big one for a really specific reason, because for a lot of you, this is mutable fire and mutable earth in air, mutable air season. Please know that you can literally change things up, literally like this in this Virgo. You have the know-how and you have the power to do it. Please look at the give and take in relationships. There's a lot of need right now, Virgo, for you to maintain certain boundaries and barriers to protect your own energy. Please maintain that all of the exchanges that you're having with people right now in regards to the energy that you give, what you get back, payments even from work or whatever it is, please make sure, Virgo, you are honoring your own energy levels, and please make sure that the energy that you're giving being reciprocated. This is absolutely your responsibility right now, Virgo, because there is art in the give and take. There is a power that you will be receiving back from maintaining specific boundaries and barriers for yourself, Virgo. And I feel like this is somewhere in a relationship where you won't necessarily even need to try hard. There is so much give and take, a natural, grown, mature kind of relationship where it's not just take. There's a really nice balance, give and take. Now, the effects of this really has a lot to do with how it's put you in the center of your life again. This commitment, Virgo, in particular, let's just talk about this for a moment. What you're now entering is this phase in relationships, Virgo, where the struggle or the need to do more or to give more or to be the one who's taking charge of the relationship or doing everything for everyone, Virgo, that phase is done. This partnership that you're now entering really does feel quite lucky for you, because what it is doing, it's really putting you at the center of your emotional accolades, Virgo. And a lot of this has to do with how you can look over all of the things that you've achieved up until now, taking a moment to celebrate it. But please know that you're also here being celebrated by a partnership. With the give and take, like I've said, it's natural, it's easy, there's a lot of it going on. The Queen of Pentacles. Don't you just love where this is going? Virgo, I just want to talk about how abundant you are right now. God bless you. God bless you. What you have right now is an energy, Virgo, that I feel like a lot of people will look up to and aspire to. There's a lot to be respected about your spark, Virgo. There is absolutely a lot to be said about how you've taken a bad situation and how you have literally relied on yourself to overcome any lack. And look where you've put yourself. You put yourself back on the throne, Virgo. And this is something that needs to be celebrated. Here in this full moon, there are partnerships that are proving to you that they are naturally coming from a balanced and an abundant place, Virgo. You feeling the need to protect your energy, Virgo, is something that you will need to do, because as a mutable earth sign, it's really easy for the lines of those boundaries. So if you can, welcome everyone, thank you so much, I love you guys so much. If you can, please look at where it is that you maintain your boundaries, Virgo, just so that the lines aren't blurred where you might be leaking out energy, especially when it comes to partnerships and relationships. However, it's key for me to say there is this particular relationship in this full moon that is maintaining so much equilibrium and so much balance for you that it is putting you back into the center of your own universe, Virgo. It's really putting you back in the center of your own universe. A lot of you deserve this. A lot of you really deserve to be around people that naturally look at you as someone who is so worthy and so deserving and so abundant and so fertile that they're willing to put in the hard work to maintain you being in a happy place. I would really take that as a really big gift that this full moon has to offer you, Virgo. Balance in relationships, balance in the give and take. 6 of Cups and the 8 of Wands. For a lot of you, this phase, there's a lot of communication coming in. For some of you, there's a reconciliation taking place. For some of you, you're going back to something that feels familiar, somewhere where you're celebrated. This is nostalgic energy. This is energy that makes you feel good. There's a lot of communication coming in, Virgo, especially when it comes to how you are really, you're looking great, you're feeling great, you're being put back into the center of your magic. And someone is literally bringing forward information. Someone is bringing forward an offering. Someone's bringing something tangible, like a gift even. Messages about a reconciliation or a reunion with some sort of offering being brought forward, as well as messages. Virgo, the only thing I want to say is please be super, super aware of your own value right now. Please don't downplay yourself. Please don't undercut yourself. Please don't undersell yourself. Virgo, you're literally riding a high. You are literally riding a high. And this full moon proves that it is time for you to get out and party also. Virgo, I was meditating on your energy. And this card came out without it actually coming out. For me, in my mind, the 3 of Cups had come out. Virgo, I feel like this weekend, this full moon, you have to take every opportunity you can to get out and network. Dancing the night away, celebrating. I feel like this is gonna be something, Virgo, that if you can get out to do it, do it. And the reason why I say that is there's something about you moving and shaking. There's something about you putting your energy out there in a way where you are literally that electricity. If you can make it out, if you can go dancing, if you can get networking, if you can be around like-minded individuals, I will strongly suggest it. But the only thing I really want to say here is, Virgo, with the 2 of Pentacles, you're kind of being put in this position where you are being asked, Virgo, if there's been any offers of reconciliation, if there were cyclical loops and cycles that were taking place in the beforehand, can you please look at the effect that it had on you? If you're in a situation where you were giving too much, you're being told put your foot down on maintaining your boundaries and put your foot down on maintaining the balance. The relationships that are putting you back on your throne, the relationships in which you are feeling confident and literally at the center of your own universe for, those are the relationships that I feel like you will benefit more from, because they're pushing you back into your own energy. And it's almost like, Virgo, this opportunity of this pairing, of this partnership, of these 2 energies coming together, what this is really doing for you, Virgo, is it's bringing back your solar plexus. You've got to be confident enough to actually be this Queen of Pentacles. Now, this is you. This is the energy that I'm reading, and you've shown up, and you're showing up in the best light possible for you. Now, what this is saying to me, Virgo, is that there is this need for confidence to come back. We've already decided this full moon is the shots fired to begin the hot girl summer. Now, it's really potent energy for me to sit here and tell you, look at how you are being invited to get back into your natural abundant regality, back on the throne, Virgo. However, this isn't something that's new to you. This is something that you may have already been, and now you're being told to expand on that. Virgo, you're being told to expand your natural abundant rich, fertile self. Where you're leading to now, where life is leading you, is to a really sepia tone, nostalgic, sentimental, safe place that you're moving to very, very quickly. Okay? Information comes through, news comes through, it's fiery, it's dynamic, and it is telling you the offers that are being brought forward to you now, Virgo, if they include networking, if they include socializing, if they include being with the right people for you, please know that you are now being offered kinsmanship. You're now being offered like-minded networking, friendship opportunities. You have a decision to make, especially when it comes to cyclical loops and where it comes to karmic loops you've already played out, Virgo. Because right now, after all the work that you've done, after all of that, you know, conscious evolution journey that you've been on, it's led you back to your royal spot, Virgo. Now, there is something that you really got to celebrate about your natural abundance and your natural fertility here. This isn't something that you need to show off, but this is something that is pretty obvious. Now, Virgo, what this is truly saying to you is that by the time of Virgo season, you're gonna be well and truly established on that throne of yours. The only thing right now that you've actually got to work on is maintaining yourself at the center of it. And the best way that you do that is by maintaining the give and the take in relationships. But please know, Virgo, relationships for this full moon are your strong point. They are your strong suit. They are what's going to work out for you. They are the things that are going to carry you through this full moon. But please know that there are some forms of reunions, some form of coming together that you're going to be getting news of. And I don't think this is bad reunions. I feel like this is invitations for you to get back with like-minded individuals where you can network and you can decide for yourself where it is that you need to get off of a cyclical loop, Virgo. Off of a cyclical loop. Okay, Virgo, what else do you need me to tell you for this Sagittarius full moon? What does Virgo need to know from me for this Sagittarius full moon? We'll get into each sign in Virgo at the end of this reading. I just want to get this message out. What does Virgo need to know for this full moon? In Virgo's highest and best good, for Virgo to thrive and succeed and be at the top of their game, what does Virgo need me to tell them? For Virgo to win out, like always, what does Virgo need me to tell Virgo? Virgo, get in your grind, baby. You know what? This isn't even grinding. I'm not even going to say get into your grind. What I'm going to say to you, Virgo, is that this is you in your zone. I would put a blindfold on you. I would tie both arms behind your back and you would still rock what you're doing. You would still know what you're doing. This is what they call the best of the best. This is the best of the best because there's no distractions. There's no falsities. There's no lies. This is real hard work. Getting on with it. This is a mastered craftsman. Okay, now there is somewhere where you need to get back into your craft. Now this could be your magics, even if you're not like working, if you are a housewife, you in your home is your magic. Whatever it is, even if you're a retired person, you working on your energy is your magic. There is something about you, Virgo, in this Gemini season, getting back into being the best of the best of the best of the best, because you and I both know the reason that you're here is because you are that best of the best in your field. There is something here about you, Virgo, just like really muting out the rest of the world, because let's be honest, as a Virgo, we really don't care about societal norms. We really don't give, we could care less. Wendy, I'm a Sag rising and Virgo sun. I love that. Okay, hold on. 2 cards. The 3 of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So there is fire sign energy, Virgo, that's kind of been following you around for the longest time. I don't know if this is fire sign within you, or I don't know if this is another fire sign. However, this looks like a serious commitment. It looks like do you see how the key word here for the season is balance, Virgo? And please let this be for the rest of the year. There's something here about you needing to be balanced. within relationships where you're not overdoing it and you're not overgiving. There is something here about you being offered some form of commitment, some offer of partnership, some offer of something really stable, some offer of something that's really actually going to be worth your while, Virgo. And if this has something to do with your entrepreneurial abilities, I feel like some of you are getting into a business partnership with somebody who's really lucrative. However, I do feel like this is some form of commitment, Virgo, that makes you really emotionally content. I don't know, Virgo. I feel like there is something here about a commitment that is saying to you that what is being offered to you is truly and honestly something that you get to work on and grow with. And it's something that is so balanced. And it's something that gives you the opportunity to be the best version of you, Virgo. What you are being offered now is a serious grown-up commitment. This full moon, guys, please expect a commitment to be brought forward to you. Can be by a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, can be by a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, can even be by a Capricorn or a Taurus. I just need to say to you, Virgo, get back in your zone. Be the best of the best of the best that you are. And I know you are that because you're here listening to me. Get back in your zone, get back in your craft, whatever your craft might be. There are invitations that are being brought forward to you. You don't even need to budge. You don't even need to do anything. There are invitations that are being brought forward to you. These are serious commitments. Patience to do the best that you do or be the best that you are in whatever the context of this partnership is, Virgo. It is something that is lucrative. It is something that is emotionally fulfilling, and it is something that is financially beneficial for you also. If you're being offered a job right now, please go ahead and take it. If you are being offered some sort of relationship, romantic or business partnership, it's gonna be really successful. And I say that because at the center of everything is you on your throne, on your abundant throne, on your fertile, abundant throne. Now, Virgo, there is something that you need to know. Your abundance doesn't come from outside of you. The minute you accept that your nature is that abundant, fertile person, then the wealth comes from within you. Thank you so much, Wendy. I truly appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. There is something about you tapping into the natural abundance of you. Don't worry about where the money is coming from. Don't even worry about what it is that you need to do to appear outwardly a certain way. Reel all of it back in. There is just something where you need to connect back into yourself, Virgo. And there is something nostalgic about this. You know this feeling. You've been in this place. You've already done this thing before. The communication that comes forward to you is invitations. Now, like I said, this full moon, dancing, just trust me, you're gonna have a really good time. There is something here about you breaking a cyclical loop, and I do feel like it may have been too much time you working on your own cups. And it's almost like, Virgo, get out and highlight in the world how wonderful and magnificent you are. Let's get one more message for Virgo. In their highest and best good for the Sagittarius and full moon to thrive. Page of Cups. Yeah, there's invitations. There's physical, like, gifts being brought to you, as well as emotional invitations being made to you. Please be very open and receptive to receiving what's trying to come forward to you right now, Virgo, because I feel like the more you're willing to get into this nature of being open and spontaneous and even high vibrational enough to be the life of the party, which I know Virgo can be, which is saying very much, Virgo, you are at the center of all of it. Please take your time with all of these offers and invitations that are coming forward to you. Please take them if you feel energetically up for it. And if you don't, please take a moment to remind yourself that being in cyclical loops can actually be really exhausting. So wherever it is that you can put down, especially when it comes to finances, please know that life, like the inevitable is change, right? The constant up and down, the constant flux and the constant flow of life is one of those things. I want to give this a thumbs up. Thank you so much, Wendy. Okay. Virgo. Ooh. I'm going to go through these messages really quickly. I'm just going to say them out. This is really the end of that burdensome cycle. This, I've already said it in yesterday's reading, I'm going to say it again today. This full moon is a home run. You've made it home. You get the opportunity to lay down the burdens of what was problematic and burdensome up until now. You get a chance to lay it down. Now, I've said it in the other reading, I'm going to say it again. Anything that goes beyond this full moon in terms of heavy burdensome energy that you're carrying is on you. You've already been told, lay it down. It doesn't exist in your reality anymore. And if you can promise yourself right now with this conversation, this energetic exchange that we're having, that you will legitimately lay down all of the worries that you may have had previously up until now, please know that this full moon is a system upgrade portal. We're working with Jupiterian energy. This is fire horse year, full moon in Sagittarius. In Gemini season, set yourself free. Lay it down. Lay those burdens down. There is nothing that you need to carry. This is mutable energy. Queen of Swords, Nine of Swords. Let's talk about this before we get into the others. There's a need for assertiveness, especially when it comes to previous traumas, because they're literal hooks. There are certain hooks that you've got to be super savvy and assertive about not letting them hook into you anymore. Each one of those swords, do you see how he's in his bed? That's the most precious, sacred space of any human being, because when you go to sleep at night, you disconnect from the 3D and you don't even know what kind of realms you're in. God can be communicating to you in your sleep if you are not plugged into a system that's literally there to keep you hooked into it, because the more you're hooked, the more you're drained. Please be assertive and savvy enough to know that you can unify your brain power as and when you need to. Right now, the excessive use of intellectual energy in Gemini season can be very, very present. But you've been given the option to turn this around however you wish to, by laying down certain burdens that have been up until now used to make you a stronger version of yourself. What you step into, Virgo, are you ready for this? Are you ready for the magic that we make when we're together? Who's ready? I want to know who's ready. Before I even get into these, I want to know who's ready. Are you ready? Okay. Wheel of Fortune. The Lovers. The Fool. And that's the Ace of Pentacles. I'm so glad you're ready, baby, because I'm so ready too. Look at what we stepped into. When I say to you, please keep it 100. When I say to you, please keep it 100. This is what I'm saying. Listen, please take this seriously. If you're here with this full moon energy, you need to be sat on that Queen of Pentacles throne. And you need to make sure that you're at the center of all of it. You know why? Because what you're stepping into right now is abundance. It's a fortune way bigger than a lot of people can even imagine to conceptualize. If you're willing to tap into this energy, if you're willing to be that person who's so deeply, firmly planted into their Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Cups identity, please look at the portals that are opening for you. Do you know how much luck that is? Do you know how much abundance that is? Do you know how much fortune that is? Do you know how much fortune you've just stepped into? What you're doing is setting yourself free. What you're doing is taking a risk to take a leap of faith and jump into a future where you know that you are not restricted by the drains that society has plugged into you. The Ace of Pentacles and the Lover's card. There is somewhere where you need to take a moment and really appreciate how certain partnerships are massively abundant for you, Virgo. Now, with that, I'm gonna have to say goodbye. I'm so sorry to cut the reading short, but I have to go. I hope everybody enjoyed the reading. I hope everybody tapped into that. Virgo, this is what you got to look forward to this full moon. Book a reading with me. Email me, rubyreadstarot@hotmail.com. I love you guys so much. Ciao!